dedicated to eastern and southern Kentucky. This is WYMT Mountain News First at 4.
Good afternoon, I'm Steve Hensley. First at 4, strong to severe storms are possible heading into the evening hours. A few are already popping up across the state. That's why we've declared a severe weather alert day. Let's check in first with meteorologist Evan Hatter.
Well, Steve, that's right. We continue to keep an eye on scattered showers and storms that are forming out to the west and beginning to make their way into the mountains. And some of those have already gone severe just out to our west. Live view from London Corbin Airport. You see those dark clouds in the distance as those storms continue to gather. Upper 80s to near 90 right now. It's a toasty afternoon around the region. Downtown Whitesburg, those clouds trying to billow up into some showers and storms. They sit at 85, but with a dew point of 72, it feels closer to the low 90s. Temperatures around the area, middle and upper 80s at the moment as that front begins to work in. Combine the heat with dew points in the upper 60s to near 70, and we have storm fuel on our hands and plenty of it. Already seeing more of those storms developing. Most of the area remains under a level 2 slight risk for severe weather as we head through the remainder of the evening hours, though I imagine that will get scaled back because that front is on our doorstep and walking right on in the door right now. Let's zoom in, see what's going on. Severe thunderstorm warnings just out to the west of Pulaski County, in Adair and Casey counties right now. More strong storms just up 27 as you head up toward Danville, up towards Stanford at this hour. We'll continue to see those scattered storms, one north of London, a few through portions of the Kentucky River Valley as well. Just north of Jackson on top of Beattyville, south of Campton along the Mountain Parkway right now, and a few more up through portions of Lawrence County and into Wayne County, West Virginia. A severe storm bearing down on the Charleston area right now. Everything here is moving off to the south and east. Still the possibility we could see a severe thunderstorm watch issued for portions of the mountains as we head through the evening hours. I'll have the very latest on when we could see more of those storms moving in coming up in just a few minutes. Steve?
All right, Evan, thank you. More than 1 hour before what was supposed to be Lance Sturtz's district court arraignment yesterday, a grand jury handed down an indictment for the man accused of killing 3 police officers and a canine officer in that deadly barricade situation in Allen on June 30th. WYMT's Buddy Forbes was in Floyd County today as Sturtz appeared virtually in circuit court.
It was a quick call this morning as a virtual conference was held with Lance Sturtz and attorneys, setting up an arraignment date for the Allen man after a 4-page indictment was handed down yesterday. The indictment lists 20 charges, including 3 capital offenses for murder, 2 charges of assault in the first degree, and 6 attempted murder charges. After his court appearance today, Sturtz is set to appear for arraignment August 1st to face those charges, with Floyd County Attorney Keith Bartley saying he hopes to see justice served.
And I, with everything in me, believe that Mr. Sturtz is a case that has earned the death penalty.
Now, while Bartley will not be involved in the prosecution, he says situations like this just make it hard to separate his profession from his person. And he just hopes to see something meaningful happen here for those who are searching for comfort. In Prestonsburg, Buddy Forbes, WYMT Mountain News.
Judge Johnny Ray Harris ruled Sturtz be held without bond until his August arraignment. We'll have more on the case coming up at 6. We talked with an Eastern Kentucky police chaplain today who continues to help first responders process what happened in Floyd County nearly 2 weeks ago. Gary Sloan works with multiple police and fire departments as a chaplain in the Big Sandy. He says he was up until 4:30 on the Friday morning following the shootout, talking with first responders who were trying to understand what happened.
Either sitting there numb and not saying anything because they were in shock, disbelief, or they were angry.
Sloan says he's talked to at least 50 first responders who were impacted by the shooting. A new state law takes effect this week that aims to crack down on people stealing packages from people's porches. It's called the Porch Pirate Bill. It makes stealing items left by common carriers a felony instead of a misdemeanor. WYMT's Phil Pendleton spoke to several police agencies and has more from Boyle County.
Danville police say during certain times of the year, porch pirating has been a problem. He says they've gotten complaints all over town of people stealing items from people's porches. And he hopes that this new state law will be a deterrent to anyone that might be tempted to see something on a porch and wanting to take it. Kentucky lawmakers easily passed Senate Bill 23, which has been called the Porch Pirate Bill. The governor signed it into law in April. Instead of facing a misdemeanor for theft of mail matter, people will be charged with a Class D felony in Kentucky. Danville and Stanford police say that it hasn't been a huge problem, but they have had a number of complaints over the past few years. Facing a felony instead of a misdemeanor means a person caught doing this will face stricter penalties.
Time in jail, you know, obviously more jail time can be assessed on those type of crimes. And like I said, hopefully that just being a deterrent within itself.
Knowing, hey, now I could be a convicted felon, which not only gives you more jail time, but it has a lot more adverse effects to the rest of your life.
Well, this law also includes destroying a piece of mail, destroying a package left on someone's porch or their property. I'm also told that in some larger cities, these thefts have become so severe that organized crime has become involved. Boyle County, Phil Pendleton, now back to you.
Chief Middleton says the best advice for homeowners is to turn on tracking notifications, have a neighbor pick up the package if you're not going to be home, or even have packages delivered to your workplace if your employer allows that. Let's head over to Wall Street now on this Tuesday. The Dow closes down today more than 198 points. We'll have more financial news in our next half hour. But straight ahead here on First at 4, fire crews are making some progress containing a wildfire threatening giant sequoias in Yosemite National Park.
Plus, Pinpoint Doppler is lit up this afternoon with showers and storms pushing through. I've got the latest on when they move out and when some drier air pushes back in. That's coming up.